How does a nation go from hearing the voice of God to worshiping a golden calf? In Exodus 32, we confront one of the most tragic and revealing moments in Israel's history, the golden calf that led Israel into sin. Moses had ascended Mount Sinai to receive the covenant written by God himself. The cloud of glory covered the mountain. The fire of God's presence burned at the summit. But in the valley, impatience began to grow. When the people saw that Moses delayed, they turned to Aaron and said, "Make us gods who shall go before us." Think about that. This was the same people who had witnessed the plagues in Egypt, the same people who walked through the Red Sea on dry ground, the same people who heard the 10 Commandments spoken by the voice of God, and yet, waiting exposed their weakness. Aaron collected their gold, fashioned it with a graving tool, and made a molten calf. Then the people declared, "These are your gods, O Israel, who brought you up out of Egypt." This was not ignorance, it was substitution. They exchanged the glory of the invisible God for something visible, controllable, immediate. Idolatry often begins with impatience. When God feels distant, we are tempted to create substitutes. The people rose early, offered sacrifices, and sat down to eat and drink, and rose up to play. What began as anxiety turned into corruption. On the mountain, God told Moses what was happening. The covenant had barely been sealed, and it was already broken. Moses descended, carrying the stone tablets written by God. When he saw the calf and the dancing, his anger burned, and he threw the tablets from his hands, shattering them at the foot of the mountain. The broken tablets symbolized a broken covenant. Exodus 32 is not merely a historical failure, it is a mirror. The golden calf represents anything we elevate above God: success, security, approval, comfort. Idolatry is not limited to statues, it is misplaced trust. This chapter teaches us, delay does not mean abandonment. Visible substitutes cannot replace invisible glory. Sin always fractures covenant relationship. Yet even here, grace is present. Moses intercedes. God's mercy restrains total destruction. The golden calf warns us and invites us back. When waiting feels long, will you trust? When pressure rises, will you remain faithful? When culture builds idols, will you stand apart? If this message challenged and strengthened your faith, subscribe to Legends of the Lord for more powerful legendary Bible narratives and kingdom-centered insights. Like this video, share it with someone seeking steadfast devotion, and join us as we uncover the lessons hidden in Scripture's most pivotal moments. Because the greatest danger is not opposition from outside. It is idolatry formed within. Thanks for watching.